Hello YouTube, today I'll be showing you how I own it up in BGs. So first I'll show you my rotation. I charge, hamstring, and then I rend. I will then Colossus Smash. After that, Mortal Strike, Overpower, then Heroic Strike, then probably Overpower because it tends to proc a lot. If my target ever gets away from me and it's a caster, I will immediately throw my Heroic Throw to silence them. Always remember to keep rend up on your enemy and hamstring. Also, whenever Colossus smashes up, hit Colossus Smash. Mortal Strike is a very important move because it can put a 10% hero reduction on your target, and if it crits, it can give you a Enrage for extra damage, and that's always fun. Now, I'll show you my spec. As you can see, I'm an Arms Warrior. I got my arms, and then Fury, and then Protection. Reason why I don't have Piercing Howl is because this is a PvP arena spec. Now I'll show you my key bindings. I don't suggest you copy my key bindings. You can if you really want to, but I suggest making your own key bindings so that they're comfortable for you. Key bindings are very important for PvP. For PvE, you can probably get away with clicking, but with PvP, a clicker is an easy kill for any keybinder. Some of my key bindings may seem odd to you, and that's because I like my own key bindings how I like them. You should always make your own key bindings so that you know they're comfortable for yourself. Now I'll show you some important warrior cooldowns, like Retaliation. This is very important against melee classes because you have a 20% chance to counterattack 20 attacks against any sort of melee class. This can give you a very nice upper advantage during a fight. Another one is Enraged Regeneration. It heals 36% of your health. That's really helpful because if your health gets low, you can get your health back. If you don't have Enraged when that's active, it's helpful to pop Berserker Rage and then do that because Berserker Rage has a very quick cooldown. And it also makes you immune to fear effects. Now I'll show you something very handy. It's called the one-shot macro. First, I'll charge, rend, and then I'll throw up a Colossus Smash, and I'll click my one-shot macro, popping Recklessness in my PvP trinket, and then Blade Storm. Look at the crits. It's beautiful. But since Recklessness gives you a damage increase against you, you're going to have to make a cancel macro. Now I'll go over my glyphs. Very simple. Glyph of Overpower, Glyph of Mortal Strike, Glyph of Blade Storm, Glyph of Long Charge, Glyph of Rapid Charge, Glyph of Spell Reflection, Glyph of Enduring Victory, Glyph of Battle, and Glyph of Berserker Rage. Now a very other important thing in the warrior area. It's your battle stance, defensive stance macro. You're going to need a shield and a sword and a two-hander weapon. This is the macro on how to make it. It'll also be in the description box below. Now, to use it, just keep on doing something and click, and then shift click the same button. This is very important because if a ranged person got away from you, you can pop into defensive stance, pop defensive cooldowns if you need to, spell reflection, or shield wall. It's very helpful. You can also pop your heal in this one. You can still charge, and also another very important thing is intervene. You can charge to your own teammate and protect him if needed. Now I show you me in combat. As you can see, I immediately go into it. I charge, I throw up a rend, Colossus Smash, and I begin my rotation. Unfortunately, he roots me, so I immediately throw my Heroic Throw to silence him so the Druid can't do anything while I'm away from him. As soon as I get out of the root, I charge, and I continue beating on him, and eventually I kill him. Okay, and now I'm attacking this melee Death Knight. So you can see I'm doing my normal rotation. Also, I've just noticed that a Shadow Priest is also attacking me. I pop Retaliation to defend myself. Also, I'm going to target the Shadow Priest here, throw my Heroic Throw, silencing the Shadow Priest, and now going back to the Death Knight, which makes the Shadow Priest useless right now. Now I can charge, and since it's popped this defensive stance, once it comes off, it gives me the upper advantage, because now I can Blade Storm with no risk of the Shadow Priest popping that. So I'm going to do one-shot macro here. And watch his health go down with the nice crits. So you can see, he dies, and victory for me. Okay, now you can see that I'm up against a Frost Mage right here. So I'm going to start off with a simple charge, hamstring. Except I didn't get it off, did I? No. I'm going to heroic throw since the mage got away from me, silencing, making him useless. As soon as he gets out, I'm going to heroic leap and begin my rotation again. Since he got away again, I've got nothing to get to him. I'm going to immediately go defensive stance and pop spell reflection. It goes right back at him and damages him. Now that I'm close, I'm going to go back into battle stance and attack. He got away again. I'm going to immediately pop defensive stance to reduce all damage taken. And then, as I charge, I'm going to switch back to my regular battle stance and finish him off. Okay, now I'm going to fight. For my last clip here, I'm going to fight this warrior. As you can see, he's staying on his mount, which is putting me at an upper advantage, obviously. So I'm going to double snare him so he can't run away. Now he finally decides to engage me. Now I'm going to start attacking him. He's popped Recklessness Blade Storm, so I'm going to get out of his range so it cannot hit me. As soon as he comes out, I'll charge him. Since he still has Recklessness, I've got a 20% damage increase, which is nice, which just gets his health down pretty low. I'm going to pop Retaliation right here. And I'm going to just continue beating on him for now. As you can see, he gets away from me, so I'm just going to charge him and continue attacking. My health is getting rather low, so I popped in range regeneration just a bit earlier. It's always nice. Got feared, I'm going to trinket that, and then fear him, and now begin attacking him again. He's getting away again, so I'm going to send out a charge. Now his health is getting reasonably low. I can use execute as soon as I get near him. Fortunately, charge isn't up, so I'm going to heroic leap and charge again, and finally finish him off with a few executes. Now I'm getting attacked by a Frost Mage instantaneously right here. So I'm going to have to immediately engage. I'm in a deep freeze and we're going to take some damage there. So now that I'm in the fight, getting hurt, still getting beat on, I throw my heroic throw, I'm also in defensive stance. Now, I still have my shield and board on, which is bad, but now I got my axe on, so it's all good. Going back into defensive stance, spell reflection goes right back at him. And I immediately charge and begin attacking. He gets away from me, I run up to him because he didn't throw off any freezes. Now his health is getting lower and lower. I'm in a deep freeze. I can't trinket this, so I'm going to have to eat it. Normally, against a Frost Mage, you would trinket the deep freeze. And right here, I shall finish off the mage. Unfortunately, the warrior comes back for me. Since he's an ice block, I'm going to Shattering Throw, then I'm going to Heroic Leap, and finish him off with a beautiful kill.